So, brother,
Yes, brother.
how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the show. We hope you are doing well today. We are going to talk about... Well, here, let me go through the standard procedure. It's good to be back. It's good to be back, isn't it, Joe?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. You sound a little quiet there. Let's bring you up. Oh, Z, how's it going?
I can also get a little closer.
That
to
Boris
the
Bear
mic
emote.
and make the ASMR noises.
Let's not do ASMR here.
The lip smacking.
So no, we're not doing that, bro. Don't do that. Please. Welcome to the stream, everyone. If you have not already, be sure to drop us a follow because it really helps us out. This way you'll be notified when we go live. If you missed any episodes and would like to catch up, or you just want to go back and watch them because they're cool, you can go check out our YouTube channel. I actually posted it there. I uploaded
I saw
it.
that. I got like 3
Yo.
notifications.
Yeah, I actually uploaded a few of them. So we got that back on board. I'm going to be uploading this one tonight as well. But yes, go check out the YouTube channel, and you can catch up there.
What is something we need, brother?
What's that?
Something that goes like a little graphic that goes down the middle of our screens.
Like a scrolling graph? Is that what you're talking about?
Like a little thing in between our cameras. Like just to, rather than just being a line.
Oh, you want to have like an actual bar there? I mean, I could just
Yeah.
move us apart, and then we could have a black bar. If you really want something there.
Maybe with our
Yo,
colors.
Jen.
Maybe
Hello.
with the blue and orange, like our colors. Well, we can work on it later.
We'll talk about it. I'm working on stuff to improve the channel. Actually, let me show you guys something here. I've got some actual custom GIFs. And yes, I say it GIFs. Joe says it GIFs. We argue about it, but we've come to a disagreement. Or, not a disagreement. Well, we've come to a conclusion, agree to disagree. So, custom GIFs or GIFs, whatever floats your goat. I know it's float your boat, but whatever. That's what I'm going for. I've had some custom ones. Here, Joe, I'll show you one here.
Widgets.
Yeah, have you seen... You knew my old ones, right, Joe?
No.
Oh, well, here. This is... So, if someone subscribes... Oh, here, you can't even see it. Hold on.
Oh, I remember the penguin.
Yeah, here you go. So, yeah, you remember the penguin? Well, those are all different now. So, if someone subscribes... Boom. We got that Boris Bear. Welcome, comrade. Going in for a big bear hug. If we have someone that is so generous and donates, we've got that. And that's actually from Alaska. So that's a little preview to some of the stuff we're gonna be looking at tonight.
John donated $11.
Yeah, good for
Nice
John.
person,
These are all fake, by the way, everyone. Don't worry. And then we have a host or raid. We've got Joe messing up with his lightsaber here. Start getting this party started hot with that fire. And then...
Bits?
Oh, no, follow. So if we get a follow, we got you getting hit by a car. Classic with my shocked face. I don't think I did anything for Bits. I think Bits is still the same.
Well, let's see.
Yeah, it's just the cat eyes with crazy eyes.
What?
This is a
Raid.
test
So-
bit alert.
Raid is the
Raid.
same as host.
Oh.
With just you getting hit by... Or no, that's you failing with the lightsaber.
Well, I didn't see
So.
anything.
Oh, it's probably because it was still going. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Holy smokes, that'd be a big party, wouldn't it?
1096, jeez.
So we've got some custom gifts now to kind of up the quality of the channel. And as you were talking, you want to get some borders and stuff. We'll be working on that as things get along here. So these are great. Thank you, Jen. I appreciate it. Oh yes, nothing changes. You lost everything, see? You lost it all.
Rest in peace, your Boris Bucks.
Yes. So yeah, let's just get right into the topic here. Oh no, wait. I'm already going out of order. First of all, welcome to the Basement Brothers. And now it's time for Joe's Random Facts.
Oh boy. Well, what?
Oh boy.
I'll leave this up to a vote. I haven't done this in a while. What color do you guys want? The blue one, the brown one, the black one, or the red one? I don't know where
You're
the
gonna
blue
make
one
you're
is.
gonna make them pick? Have
Yep.
choices?
Yeah, people in the comments. I don't know where the green one is, so you only got 4 options.
Oh no.
Well,
It looks like chat has fallen silent on this issue, or our delay is too strong.
that could be the case.
If that's the case, Joe, you might have to pick one.
If no one votes, I'm just gonna do any, mini, miny, mo.
Wow, that's a great way to decide. Go for it, bro.
Red.
Oh, we got
Okay.
red. We got red from Jen. Red.
That's one vote.
Thank you for saving
and
us
since
from
we've
that
taken so long, that's what I'm gonna go with.
agonizing silence.
Okay. I need a. It seems to be a crowd's favorite.
I won't be in my attic. Oh my gosh, Starkid. Crazy. We are actually in a basement, though.
Yep.
I know there's a window over here, but... Or over there. But we are in a basement. What am I choosing here? We were choosing what random book to read out of, but we've already decided.
So this is an
What
interesting-
book is this now?
The Book of Useless Information.
Useless
The crowd
information.
favorite.
All right.
Okay, so I don't know what this is, like, what culture this is in, but it says, when you experience a chill up your spine, it is said that someone has just walked across your future grave.
Oh my.
I don't know what culture that's from, but...
That is a terrifying thing to think about. All right. Well, thank you, Joe, for that random fact. Now, shall we go over some pictures from Alaska?
Sure.
Sure.
I took plenty.
Yeah, Joe took a lot of pictures.
James took some video.
I took some video. The video will be coming out hopefully tomorrow. Hence why I'm ending my stream after Basement Brothers. I won't be doing a gaming stream tonight just because I want to work on that video and try to get it out by tomorrow. But I do want to strive for quality.
You got a spine tingle from that fact.
Well, you know what that means. So yeah, we'll go over some of Joe's pictures tonight. You'll get some previews of like what we saw, what we did, and then hopefully you'll get my video tomorrow. If not tomorrow, I'm hoping to have it out by Friday. I've also been just struggling with some things here, and that's kind of put a delay on the video. Oh, it's cold in my house. I mean, that could be it too. A cold outdoors can make you get the shivers sometimes.
Yes.
Instead of someone walking in your grave.
Baby, it's cold.
But
outside.
Joe, let's
It's a song, brother.
let's get to some pictures, shall we?
Well, that'd be inside though, because he's in his house.
Hold on. Where did I put these pictures of yours?
I put them in the Google Drive. I don't know if you.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna bring them up on there, maybe.
I mean, there's 137.
137 photos, Joe.
Yeah, and that's after I
Are you
filtered them
kidding me?
out.
Okay, well here we go.
Originally,
Is there any order to these? Like, should I start at the bottom?
Probably
Yes, the bottom is where I should start.
in a folder labeled pictures. Yes, it is in a folder labeled pictures.
All right. Here we go. Let me.
Oh yes, I remember this.
I remember this.
I only took this photo for one reason.
You only took this for one reason? Hold on. I gotta bring it up for them so they can see it.
Brother.
Otherwise, they're gonna be confused as to what you're talking about. And I have my eyes on chat. Joe can no longer see it because.
I'm trusting you, brother.
Yeah, he's trusting me. Okay.
So.
That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one too. Why is it showing that? That was my Discord. Hold on a second, folks. Here we go. No, that won't work because then you can't see it. Technical difficulties, everyone. I apologize. Get ready to see my face twice now. Because window capture properties. Nope, that's the wrong one. Hold on.
Should I play some? Should I hum?
Yeah,
some
Joe,
music?
give us some entertainment here. Give us. Hey, there we go. We got it. Here we go.
That was my entertainment music.
Elevator music plays. Thank
Also
you,
known
Starkid.
as the Samsung alarm tone. Default
Okay,
one.
so why did you pick this photo, Joe?
I took this photo because I was surprised the color difference between the two lakes.
Like this lake to this lake?
Yes. I was just from the plane. I'd never seen lakes from planes before. Cause
That's true. This was your first flight.
So seeing the color difference kind of took me by surprise. So I took a photo of it.
That's cool. That's cool. All right. Next photo. Oh wait.
You could have just clicked the back arrow,
Yeah.
like
Or the arrows on the side. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, here's mountains. Lots of mountains. So you didn't take a photo until way over Canada, huh?
Pretty much, yeah.
Interesting choice.
Until you're like, hey Joe, what's happening outside right now? And I opened it, I was like, mountains.
Can we just talk about how disappointed I was in your window usage?
Okay.
Can we just take a moment?
It was all just farmland for the most part.
Still, you're up 10,000 feet in the air. And what do? Close the window, start looking at his phone. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now?
Hey, we had a good time watching Happy Gilmore together.
I mean, it was a good movie. But you're next to a window 10,000 feet up in the air.
Wait, there might be one before this that you accidentally skipped over when you clicked out of it.
Did I?
No, you go the other way to go.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
No, there isn't. Okay.
I'll say that was the only one.
But yeah.
Question: are the mosquitoes as bad there as you always see on like those Facebook shares, or is there just certain areas? Joe, you give me your perspective on mosquitoes there.
There weren't too many of them, but the ones that bit you, like, at least for me, whenever I get bit by a mosquito, only about 1 in 10 actually leaves a bite. But up there weren't as many mosquitoes, but it seemed like when they did bite me, it always left a bite.
Okay, so you would say they were more...
Like, there were less, but their bites were worse.
Yeah, I didn't think... Like, every time I've gone to Alaska, I didn't feel like there were that many mosquitoes. You know? Or they were kind of bigger. Like, I feel that in Wisconsin, we have worse mosquitoes.
Yes. By far.
And we get them in swarms.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like you're walking through a whole cloud of mosquitoes.
However,
versus one here or there.
Going to, what was that place called on the ship when we went out? When we saw the flies.
Oh, on the Orca.
The Orca song.
What was the
Seward.
bay? No, what was the bay?
Emerald Bay.
No,
Or
Redemption.
Emerald Cove
Redemption Bay.
Yeah, but the specific area was called Emerald Cove, I believe, where there was all the flies.
Yeah, there were a lot of flies, but they're stupid flies.
Yeah, that's true.
They're easy to kill because they're not used to being around humans. So I always see those videos of people being swarmed. Yeah, no, I feel like we get swarmed more in Wisconsin.
Yes.
Especially northern Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
It's bad. But yeah, so next photo.
Other way.
This way.
More mountain.
Ooh, that's actually a pretty good photo, Joe.
I tried.
I like that with
get it without the wing.
Yeah, and with all the clouds and stuff.
Yeah.
Except for that.
Yeah, I got a little bit of the window grime.
That's all right. It's hard.
The glacier.
Oh yeah, it's a glacier. Or as the English say, glacier.
Yes.
That's pretty.
I loved the look of the glacier from the plane window.
Yeah, it is totally different seeing it from the air than seeing it on the ground. In fact,
glaciers in particular, I feel like they're almost more pretty from the air than the ground. The glaciers, at least.
And now we're jumping to... A mountain. But was this when we were going out to Eklutna?
No, this is probably when we were just heading back. I saw mountains on the way back, like from the airport to...
No, it's gotta be Eklutna.
This one was out to Eklutna.
Yeah, but I think this was too, because this does not look like in town.
Oh, maybe.
So for those, actually, maybe we should back up. Maybe we should explain what we were doing in Alaska.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So what we were doing in Alaska was, so for those of you that don't know, Joe and I are both Christians.
Yes.
And we went on a mission trip to Alaska to basically be there for the community, help grow the church in the community, and to share our own faith and our experiences. So that's what we were doing in Alaska. We worked in a local park in Standish Park, where we would spend the whole day with the kids, and then we would have a lesson in that time. We'd share lunch with them, and then we'd just play games and hang out the rest of the day. And then that opened up afternoons to one afternoon we had a park party where we had that for the whole community. Parents could come down, just enjoy some activities. There was like a soda toss, music.
Albert dancing.
Albert dancing.
That's our brother-in-law.
Yeah, it was really good.
Allison, another one of the mission team
Yeah,
members. and
so
Lori.
that's what we did, and then we also helped the church with a house they just purchased in the community to work as like a what was
Mission house.
like a mission house, basically, where they can host missionaries that come in, and then they can hold like local Bible studies and groups that want to do that during the winter. So it's a great opportunity to serve that community and to just spread God's word.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what the mission trip was about. This stuff that we're showing you tonight, we didn't take any pictures in the park because we don't want to like put that stuff out there and
yeah.
with the kids and stuff, like we didn't want to have them be out there on social media. And that.
Yep. Also, phones were not allowed in the park simply.
Yes.
So even if we wanted to, we couldn't have.
We didn't take phones in the parks. Thank you, Jen. Yeah, it was an awesome opportunity, and we were very blessed by being able to go on it. So, but yeah, and then in the afternoons and nighttime is what's in particular about this is it doesn't get dark for very long. It doesn't get dark in Alaska.
Yeah.
When it comes to like being light out in the summer, because it basically, I think it's like around 11 o'clock it finally kind of sets, but there's still like a thin layer of light on the horizon.
Well, actually, I have some photos that I know were taken at exactly 10 o'clock at
Do you?
night.
Okay, perfect.
Because I remember taking them and looking at my phone, I was like, this does not feel like 10 o'clock. I'll point out which ones they are.
So we'll get to those. We'll get to how the light
just
was.
to give an idea of what it's like at 10 o'clock.
So we would go in the afternoons on these trips where we would then see mountains. But it's very exhausting because you'd work with the kids all day in the park, and then you'd go on these trips in the afternoons and be just wiped by the end of the day.
3 hours time difference.
Exactly. And
So
the 3
that'll-
hours time difference.
This was just an ice cream shop that was in the middle of nowhere.
Literally the middle of nowhere. And actually, hold on, I have a photo. Did you take one going the other direction? No, you didn't.
No.
Okay. So this ice cream shop, I actually got some really cool photos of it too. Let me pull up.
I just thought I might want to document it, so I like.
So this is the one I got of it, pointed in that direction, but then this is a flag that was hanging off of that shop. You can actually see the flag right here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember you doing this.
This is the other direction. So it's this is literally in the middle of nowhere. And it was on our way out to Eklutna.
Lake
Eklutna.
And yeah, just middle of nowhere. Just ran. I remember when we stopped there, I was like, did we drive? Because you guys weren't telling me where we were going. When we stopped here, I was like, did we come out all the way out here
there? Oh man.
for just a random ice cream shop in the middle of nowhere?
It was really weird, but it's a really cool looking building, I thought. And they had good coffee too. I had coffee instead of ice cream.
I should have brought down my souvenirs to show on camera. Oh well.
Well, maybe we'll have time for you to go around and get them.
Maybe.
Like a little western looking town. Yeah.
Well, what I like about that place though is that
Did you like the ice cream, Joe?
I
Did you
loved
have
the ice cream. But
Yeah.
I discovered like a few years ago when Natalie came home for the first time, our sister, from this, and she brought home pure Alaskan birch syrup.
Oh yes.
And
I was on a hunt for birch syrup.
I
let me
loved
tell
that stuff. I really liked the taste of it. It sounds weird, but it's like how they make maple syrup, but they make it with birch trees.
you. Yeah.
I just loved the stuff when Natalie brought home. But the thing is, none of the rest of our family liked it really so much.
I mean,
so
it was okay.
I pretty much ate all of it.
Yeah.
Like over the course of the year. But
It's also
when I went out there-
also because Joe has expensive taste.
yeah, the stuff is not cheap.
Uh,
But this ice cream shop, they had birch syrup flavored ice cream, and it was delicious.
oh, that's why you liked it so much.
Yes, it was birch.
I now
birch syrup
understand.
ice cream. It was like birch almond, and I was like, oh. Now this is Eklutna,
Yep, this is Lake Eklutna.
the place where they get all their drinking water, pretty much.
Yep, this is in Anchorage. I should clarify, we were in Anchorage.
Yeah.
So this is where Anchorage gets their drinking water from,
And because of
and it is
that,
beautiful.
people are not allowed to use boats on it.
Right? Yeah, that was a big thing too. Yeah, you can't take a motorboat.
Yeah.
Like you can't get boats with motors on it.
because
lake.
it can get oil in the lake.
Right.
And so because there is no motorboats, you just don't see any of the docks like you do in
Well, and
lakes
it's
in
so
Wisconsin.
quiet too.
Yep.
So quiet. Do you have any more pictures? I'll say, do you have any more pictures?
I
There
had
we go.
this photo.
And these rocks were everywhere.
Yeah, I remember Damon, another member of our team, and we kept skipping the rocks on the lake because it was so
Yes.
flat.
Oh, I have some video. Don't worry, we have some video of that. That's what I'm going to be working on tonight. But yeah, you can see the rocks all through here.
Remember when we ran into those people at Lake Eklutna?
Oh. Go back. We'll go back.
Remember when we ran into those
You
people
didn't see
at
that.
Lake Eklutna?
Yeah, we ran into some people.
Yeah, it was nice talking with. Remember them?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to talking with them, and they recognized our little name tags, which I found kind of interesting because they weren't very big.
Oh.
I felt like God was just kind of pointing them to us.
Yeah, it was cool. Dun dun dun. Dun. Yeah, so here is this is one of my photos from Eklutna. I've got a few of them. Yes, I take a few. Dun 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 dun.
I don't take very many photos of myself.
Yeah. So this was walking down.
Yeah.
Moose.
Oh, what was
This is walking down to the lake.
what
here.
was annoying about this though was after I went into because I like took my shoes off and I dipped my feet in the water, but the thing is that's all what's called glacial silt, and I didn't want to get and it's like mud, like really thick mud, and it gets on everything. Like you just see the bottom of your feet and they're just covered with it when you take your shoes off.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't want to get my socks all dirty, so I was like, I'll just walk back to the car barefooted. You can see the terrain there. That hurt a lot to get all the way, and it was up a hill too with those same types of rocks.
Yeah.
I didn't want to put my socks on because I didn't want to get.
It was really dirty stuff. Yeah, and it was fine. It was really fine clay essentially.
It was basically clay.
Oh my goodness.
It had all of my feet.
There was a reference apparently that I didn't get. They're talking about Bullwinkle reference.
Oh.
Yeah. That's yeah. So B Bothers?
B Bothers mom.
She messed that up.
Yeah, we talked about that
So-
the very first stream when she was in.
So B Bothers mom is actually supposed to be B Brothers mom, Basement Brothers mom. So that's our mom. Death is the one that I stayed with, mother. So in Minnesota, or not Minnesota, Michigan.
Michigan.
Is that a create? No. Of 2395. Yes, it is Death. All right, back to some photos, and we all saw what's coming next. And this one is for you, Jen. The moose. It is the moose. This is the only one we were able to get a picture of.
We saw like 2 or 3, but
We had one that we drove past that was right next to our van,
yeah,
but we couldn't snap a photo because there were people behind us, and we had to just keep going.
and it was on a highway.
And it was on a highway, but we saw one that was much closer to us. We didn't see that many moose this year.
No, we didn't. We saw 3 total, I think.
In previous years,
There was the one on the highway we weren't able to get a photo of. This one, and then the one that was off in the back roads that just kind of it was so far away that you couldn't get a good photo of it either. You could barely even tell it was a moose.
this one, and I tried to get some video footage of this, but I'm not sure what I got. You know, if I have anything usable, we'll see.
But there's a moose.
But there's a moose eating from the tree branches. That's awesome. glad to make your day with that one, Jen.
It is a doe. Oh.
Oh, and now I didn't take any photos or video of this. This is like, I'll just stay back on this one. You want to explain it, Joe?
It was like
It's interesting. It is interesting.
It was a Russian Orthodox graveyard.
Yes.
Things.
And do you remember why they build stuff on top of it?
Yes.
Go for it.
Because in their belief, they believe that the spirits of people that have died, they hang above the graves for like a
that's
few
right.
days. So they built these little spirit houses is what they called to house spirits before they move on to heaven.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's what these are.
Yeah, they're little. I just found it interesting.
They are. They're very interesting.
Oh, I don't remember getting close. Oh,
I'll say you got a close up of this one.
I don't remember why.
Maybe because of the stone. It just looks
maybe.
cool.
I don't know. This spirit house was actually a moose, so
That's awesome.
I took a photo of it. Oh,
Pizza.
yeah. I wasn't going to take this photo, but then someone was like, "Hey, we're setting up a photo. You want to join?" And I was like, "Sure." So this is the food
Actually,
that we
yeah,
ate
explain.
one of those nights. And this place was kind of like a pizza. It was kind of like a pizza version of Subway.
I was thinking they were sled dog houses. Well, you're
No,
close.
they're not. Yeah. So
Yeah,
this is like
so-
a pizza Subway.
Yeah, imagine Subway but with pizza. So you'd go in, you'd ask for what crust you want, what cheeses you want, what sauce you want, and then what toppings you want. And then they'd make it all in front of you, and then they'd send
Just
it through
like
the
Subway.
toaster. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. So, moving along.
Just photos of mountains as we were driving.
Yes, so this was driving out to Hatcher Pass.
And I really wish that telephone
Which-
wire wasn't there.
If you ever go to Alaska, go to Hatcher Pass.
Yes, Hatcher Pass.
One
is
of the
probably my
most-
favorite things.
One of the most beautiful places to go in Alaska, in my opinion. It's just, and it's really easy to do too. All you gotta have is a vehicle. So
and a good driver.
that's pretty cool to see, like the mudslides and stuff. Too.
Yeah. I liked the mountains. If you
Yeah.
couldn't
Well,
tell.
and what's odd, or I shouldn't say odd, but what's odd about going to Alaska, especially Anchorage? Well, I think anywhere in Alaska you get this, but surrounded by mountains.
Yep.
Like the whole time you're there, you're not within or without view of a mountain. So just seeing that constantly is really interesting. You took a lot of mountain pictures. There we go.
Oh, this.
Do you remember what this was called?
No, I just know it was on the way to Hatcher Pass.
Oh, Mikey. We'll get that. You got to see the. Apparently, I didn't have it on the regular or on the big screen share. But thank you for that resub of 4 months. Oh, I should probably show my face too. Hold on,
Here you can.
Mikey. You're crazy. You're crazy, man. Is 2395 James? If so, I agree. Yes, 2395 is me. AKA Boris 2395. Oh, man.
Because it's his birthday.
But thank you, Mikey, for that resub. I really appreciate it. We're just going through some photos of Alaska right now. Nice of you to join us. I hope your stream went well today. Beautiful pictures. Yes. And thank you for finding the one scene that I didn't set up my my alerts in. Let me do that real quick here, Joe. Oh, we'll go to the next photo though.
Yeah.
There we go. This place is beautiful.
Yes.
It's
And
beautiful.
Those rivers were like rushing so fast. It doesn't. The photo doesn't capture how fast that water is moving.
No, it's moving. And
really
you'll see it in the
fast.
video that I post too.
Yeah, they're like hardcore rapids.
Rapids. Ah, ha, ha. Sorry,
Oh.
it's because we live in Wisconsin Rapids, so it's
And there's a mountain behind it because there's always a mountain when you're in Alaska.
I forget what I. Oh yes, there we go.
Now, since all these photos were taken on my phone, I didn't want to zoom in because zooming doesn't really work on phone cameras.
Yeah. Oh, here we'll go to the next one for you.
Oh,
That's my back, Joe.
I didn't even notice that was in it until I was going through my photos afterwards.
Again, wow, these pictures are amazing.
Well,
They really are.
That looks philosophical. You're looking out, pondering.
Dude, I've got a lot of photos like that myself.
The
Of me
river.
pondering. That's cool.
I tried getting a long exposure photo, but it always turned out too bright.
That one was pretty cool there.
Yeah.
Hold on. I want to see if I got. So there's us again.
Throughout
Okay,
this
it is
whole
browser.
thing,
Cool.
Throughout this whole thing, I was terrified I was going to drop my phone in the water and lose it forever.
That's
but-
always a fear.
Especially with something like this, you drop it, it's gone. Like that water's
Yeah,
moving
there's
so fast,
no-
it'll just take it away downstream. But the photos.
I'm gonna replay Mikey's sub just to make sure that we got it. Hold on a second, folks. Hold on a second.
Brother?
I know I'm doing stuff in stream.
Well, admire the photo of.
Here, we'll go to
whatever
the
this
next
place
one
is
for you.
called.
Next photo.
Oh, it's another photo of the same place.
Next photo. Yeah, we gotta start cruising through these too, because if we want to get to our 50-cent feature.
Yeah, I know. And I had a lot of these. We're already 30 minutes in.
So glad you didn't drop it. Yeah, that would be a good thing.
Photos!
All right, here we go. We're gonna replay it. I think that's what this is. Hey, it worked. Welcome, comrade. Perfect. All right, back to photos.
Okay, so yeah, I got a lot with the river.
You did get a lot with this river, didn't you?
I thought it was lovely, and I wanted to document it. Okay, mountains
So
as
this
we were driving.
is starting to go to Hatcher's Pass. Yes.
Just mountains. Probably more mountains.
More mountains. Beautiful mountains.
I took a lot of photos of the mountains.
But this is on our way up to Hatcher Pass.
Yes.
And we came from over here. Over this way.
Yes.
So we drove. You got to drive through this area down here.
Yep.
And then we came up on this ledge.
Mountains.
Mountains. More mountains.
More and more mountains.
Beautiful mountains.
Pretty mountains.
Ooh, I kind of like that, Joe. At an angle like that.
Yeah. Mountains.
And actually, this isn't grass.
Yeah, it's not grass, it's moss.
It's all like this scraggly moss.
The
Like
moss...
you have like the soft moss, and then you have the pine tree moss. Like
Yeah.
they're like this big, and they're like pine needles almost. It's weird.
Looks pretty.
You must have a really nice phone. Those photos are amazing. So we actually have the same phone. Me and Joe do.
Yeah.
The Galaxy S7, and it does take really good photos. Natalie's phone,
It's the S9.
she's got the S9, and that thing takes astonishing photos as well.
Okay, I like
It's
the
amazing.
S7
It's
camera.
amazing how far phone cameras have come.
I love the S7 camera, but I realize the zoom just doesn't work out well.
Well, that's any phone camera. Just
Sure.
try not to zoom because it only does digital zoom. So you're just basically blowing it up, and it's trying to replace pixels
Yeah.
on the fly.
And
so,
it looks bad. That's
Yeah.
why none of these are zoomed
But,
in at all.
Jen likes your photos. So.
Thank you, Jen. More and more mountains.
And now this
Oh,
is finally at the top.
This is actually
or-
at Hatcher
yeah.
Pass, yeah.
This is Hatcher Pass right here.
Now here's where you did something crazy.
I actually didn't get to see your perspective on this.
I didn't take any photos of it.
Oh, you didn't take any? Okay.
Oh, that one
Oh, it's a little blurry. I hope you have a different one. You don't.
Not up there.
What's this?
Oh, I just wanted to record the audio of it, so
We'll see how that
it's
turns
like a little.
out. That's
very
nice.
relaxing, isn't it?
That's very nice, Joe. I like it.
That was the only photo that. Wait, that other. Now I'm mad.
Yo, hey, thoughts? How's it going?
That
Welcome
other one,
to the stream.
Wait, that other one.
What are
The one that
the
turned out
blurry one?
blurry?
This one?
Yeah,
That's nice, but
that was one I took. Remember when I did that long hike up the whole mountain?
yeah,
thing?
that's what I
That's
mean.
the only one I got from on top of
Oh,
that.
that's too bad.
I wish I would.
I went down here. We split up at this point, so I took this and I went across this this area here.
And I went up this hike that was like up down, up down.
Connell. Connell's like, great, now I have to pee. After seeing the video.
Well, let's play it again.
Yeah, one more time for Connell. There you go, Connell. Just for you, man. That's a nice photo.
of the river thing or creek, whatever it's called. This. Oh no, I got another photo.
Yeah, this is a decent one.
I got more than one photo. From
So
there,
I
apparently.
went this way across this field here, and I sat on a rock over on this hill.
Well, I was a little more crazy and was like, I want to get to the top of that mountain.
God.
And I saw the mountain and it had like a hiking trail.
Yeah.
And the hiking trail didn't look too long. Once you started hiking,
you went for it.
I went almost all the way up.
It was steep.
I almost got to the top too, but then I thought someone was calling me back down, but they were just calling their dog, whose name was Bo, and their voice sounded like kind of like Alvin's. They were calling their dog Bo, and I thought they were saying Joe, so I thought it was Albert calling me down, and they were calling it from a white van,
That's funny.
which is the vehicle we were riding in, and Albert was the driver.
So this is coming back down now.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
So I'm off over this way.
It's a beautiful landscape.
I don't know if I have any photos from that. Let me see. Oh, I did like this photo.
Oh.
This one I snapped real quick while they were telling me to get in the van.
That wasn't at Hatcher Pass.
This was just down from Hatcher Pass.
Oh, I got some beautiful photos.
Where
of
I
this
also
thing.
had this photo with the
Nice.
mountain in the background and this little village thing here.
Yeah, I got the hostel. Anyway.
The hostel. Let me see if I have any. No, I don't. I don't have any from when we were up there.
Okay.
I've got that one for you, Joe. Are you wearing your shirt inside out, or is that just like that?
That it's a reflective tag for if you're.
That's a
jogging.
weird. That's a weird shirt.
I know. It's
But that's pretty cool. That's that's like almost profile pic worthy, other than you don't see your face. Maybe it's more of a
cover
banner.
photo.
Yeah, a banner or cover photo.
Banner, yeah.
That's pretty good. Yeah, those are my noteworthy photos from Hatcher.
I
But
took
anyway.
a lot of photos from everything.
I have some video from Hatcher though that looks.
Oh,
You did a panorama, Joe.
and yeah, I did a
Nice.
couple panoramas.
Oh, it's got to load in. Hold on. Need Joe face. Oh, that wasn't me. Don't.
Was that H?
No, it was mom.
that-
Oh man.
Mhm.
So this is the mountain to your left,
Yes.
because here's the lake.
Looking over Hatcher Pass.
That's actually a really good panorama, Joe. I'm so proud of you.
I got a second one that turned out kind of weird though. That went all the
part
way
has to load
around.
in yet. Oh, can we see where I was at on here?
Maybe.
No, I think you're
We'll
I'm
have to
down
go to
here.
I have a second panorama.
I'm down here.
Okay.
Is where
Oh
I
yeah,
was.
that's right.
So I got to overlook this whole valley. It was really pretty.
I got to overlook
and there was
you.
this guy. I don't know if you have him in this photo,
I think I got him in a different photo.
Did
later
you?
on, maybe.
but he was in one of those
Parachutes.
It was a parachute, but he had a fan on his
big
back.
old fan.
Sorry,
back.
Joe couldn't resist. But yeah, he had a big old fan on his back, and
He was literally like flying.
yeah, he would fly with it. I've seen it before.
Yeah.
There's a specific YouTuber that I've watched that has done that. But yeah, and he would dip. So I would watch him as he would go. They started here and they dive down and then they climb up over this mountain and then like do a little like S pattern coming down. And he literally swung right in front of me. It was really cool. It'll be great for my video.
Next panorama.
But oh, you have another one. That's right.
This
Ooh,
one
the
had
lighting
a
turned.
weird lighting glitch. Like lighting
It's probably because
thing,
of clouds or something, huh?
Probably.
Let's see. Did you get where I was?
This one I got a full circle, so you see the
Oh.
lake twice.
Oh yeah, you do. You must have moved really fast. So I'm. Oh, I think that's me.
That is you.
That's me. Oh shoot! I clicked off of it. Which one was it?
We were on a panorama.
It's this one.
No.
Next.
No one.
Next. This was me. You can see me. That's where I was. I was overlooking. See, oh, that is like awesome, Joe. If that lighting glitch wasn't there, that'd be perfect.
A great panorama.
Oh, too bad that lighting glitch is there. It stitched it all weird too. It's like, nee.
Maybe we can go into Photoshop and edit that.
Maybe blend it
to
a
make
bit
it look
better.
a little bit blended more.
But yeah, I got to overlook this entire area, and I was sitting on top of a rock that was like
Mhm.
overhanging a cliff. It was so cool.
Mom would have been terrified if she was there
It's-
because
it's all
for your
good.
life.
It was a beautiful place to
Yeah,
sit.
she probably would have been terrified for my life too because that
I
trail
just
I,
clicked
went
off
up
it
was
again.
not too. James,
Let's see, which one were we at?
I think that one.
This one.
How? No, we were still. We need to get that.
There you go.
There,
Okay,
there's the
so this one.
Mountains with village.
Wait, so you didn't get anything from? Nice. Yeah, right, Jen.
I didn't get anything down from the lake.
So should I just not say anything and wait for the video?
Sure.
Okay, we'll leave some
Something
things up for the video.
happened in that lake.
Yeah, we did something. It was fun. So this is going back down. You took more mountain photos, which
Mountain
is beautiful.
photos.
I mean, I love mountains. Green mountains. More mountains.
Mossy mountains.
Mossy mountains.
This I was like, I want to make it look like a little village, nomadic village, or like little tiny.
Yeah,
town
the parking lot kind of takes away
in
from
the
that.
middle of nowhere. It's
But
right.
that's
If you
so-
go on to the next photos though.
Oh yeah, let's see. Yes, see, that's what
See,
I kind of did
It looks
too.
just like a mountain village in the middle of
It
nowhere.
does. It really does. It's so beautiful.
The mountains are beautiful.
You know what I love about like comparing our photos too is like seeing what you got, like what you saw in the mountains and what I saw in the mountains and in the trip. Like that's what I love about video and photos. It's like each person can express themselves in their own special way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's really cool. So I'm kind of viewing this trip through your eyes at this point, which is really cool.
Just a lot of mountains.
A lot of
Also,
mountains.
these are the select 137 photos out of my
Yeah.
like 2,000.
That's because you're crazy and you take way too many photos.
I had like 2,000 to 3,000.
Ooh, that's kind of cool. With that
Dude,
nice cool blue in the
if
background.
it wasn't for that cell tower, though.
Yeah, well, that's unfortunate.
Photoshop.
Photoshop. Take it into Photoshop. You're gonna get that kind of stuff though, like this light pole.
Yep.
These were all taken going back from Hatcher Pass.
Yeah. Oh.
Ooh, here we go.
Salmon hatchery.
I didn't get any pictures of these.
These are salmon. Each one of those is a red salmon.
Yep. Those are salmon. They're pretty big. They're like that. Well, here. Like that?
Ish, yeah.
Yeah.
They're pretty big.
Thanks for bonus in depth. Can you ever take too many photos? Yeah, Joe did it. He took too many photos. But yes, these are salmon going up to the. That was harsh. Joe does take a lot of photos though. That to the extent that he had to go back and delete. How many did you delete?
Like
so many.
2,000 ish.
So many. Oh, did you actually get
I got
one?
a video of the salmon jumping.
You did?
Yeah.
Where is it gonna be?
I think it was on the left side. There's one on the. There was a few on the right side before, but a big one jumped on the left.
Okay, everyone watch for the salmon jumping.
It was
Wait, where was it? I missed
on
it.
the right. That wasn't the big one though. It was,
Okay, well, we'll wait.
Poke his head up over there.
Yeah.
There's a big one that jumped in the
We're waiting for it. Watching for the salmon. Oh, there it goes! You see
I
that?
got that one on
Holy
video.
smokes. Let's go back and see that again.
I got that one on video. I got that one on video.
Whoa, there he goes. Woo!
I got that one. I think
And
another
hits
one
the
jumps
concrete.
later, if I'm right.
Does it really?
I think so.
You hear us all cheer too when you see one. Wait, was that one? Oh yeah, way over there. It was a really small one. Real quick. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I got videos. James, you clicked out of it.
Yeah, I did.
Just look for salmon.
Right here.
Oh.
Yeah, because this was the video. Yeah. So yeah, that was the
Now
salmon.
this was on
pretty
the
cool to
Lori
see.
tour.
This was?
Yes.
That's a really pretty photo, Joe.
Now.
I would just crop it so you could go like. Neat.
Now, do you see that little
Yeah.
mountain in the distance?
Way over here. This down here. Oh, that's all the further I can zoom in.
It's called Mount Sasidna,
Mount Sasitna.
also known as the Sleeping Lady.
The sleeping lady. And yeah, it's called the sleeping lady basically because like what? This is her hair.
Yeah.
That's her head.
Yep.
And then her body
and legs.
and legs.
And there's like a whole story that goes along with it that like she took a nap until her husband came home from war. But
Yes.
her husband died, so she never, and no one wanted to wake her up because they didn't want to wake her with that grief.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hey, Mark.
legend has it that she
Welcome.
won't awaken again until there's world peace.
Huh. I kind of comment. I just realized that. That's an interesting story. I'm glad you can remember all these things because I have a terrible memory.
I was so disappointed though. I didn't get any photos of earthquake.
So she's sleeping on her side.
Yeah. I think
Oh,
so.
see, I was viewing it as like on her back. Because like the hair drapes down.
Oh, I viewed it on her side.
You know what? It's
It's a mountain.
It's really just a mountain, folks. Next photo. Ooh, Joe! Getting stylistic! Holy smokes, where'd you take that photo?
That was while we were driving back from Sasimna.
We were driving and you took that photo?
Oh, I took like 20 photos hoping one would turn out, and one turned out.
I'm gonna have to take this one in Photoshop. That's beautiful.
So this is the
Holy
world's
smokes!
the world's largest seaplane hangar.
Right, this is the world's. Oh my goodness, Joe, you impressed me on this one. I was not expecting this grade A photography right here. Holy
Except
smokes!
for there's like cones in the corners.
Yeah, but you can crop those. You can, like the symmetry in this photo. While we were driving. I'm astonished.
See, but James,
I mean, you got a little bit of motion blur, but
I had like
Wow.
20 photos leading up to this. I just spammed the button photo,
that's so
and
good.
one
though.
of them turned out perfectly centered, and I kept it.
That's amazing. That's amazing, Joe.
Taken from a car. Oh, it's on top of Blueberry Hill.
So yes, this is on top of Blueberry
Well,
Hill.
not on top
Hill.
of Blueberry Hill,
Hill.
from the Blueberry Hill observation deck, which
Show you have a hidden talent. That's frame worthy. That's what Jen says. It really is. That was a beautiful photo. I love it. All right. So yes, this is our next location.
mountains
Blueberry
in the
Hill.
clouds. We are on top of a mountain.
Yes, we drove through a cloud to get on top of Blueberry Hill, which is actually a mountain.
Well, technically, yeah.
It's a hill once you're up there. It's a mountain.
When you're
Blueberries. Yes, they're blue. There were blueberries, but we were not we couldn't legally pick them because we aren't Alaskan residents.
Now, if you had an Alaskan resident with you, you were able to pick them.
No.
You weren't able to pick them, but they could pick them, and then you just you could eat them.
They could pick them, and you could eat them
And
if they gave them to you.
Unfortunately,
No Alaskan
we weren't with
residents.
any Alaskan residents.
So we just got to look at the beautiful clouds through the the beautiful mountains through the clouds. Yo, welcome, Comrade Ryan. Good to see you here. We're just looking at some photos from Alaska and reminiscing from last week and sharing some stories. That one's pretty.
Now, oh wait, I have one really cool that's coming.
Do
up.
you? So, okay.
This
yeah,
was
go
of the
for it.
city, and if you zoom in, you can actually see a little bit of skyline. But this photo does not capture how beautiful it really was.
So that right there is downtown Anchorage.
And the whole landscape is all Anchorage.
Yes, and this whole area, that's Anchorage.
Any little lights you see is part of Anchorage. But
Last week was
this
so long ago.
this photo could not capture how beautiful it was.
No.
Because the lights
Who
were
would
like
know?
shimmering off of the clouds, and it created this beautiful effect that just photo could not capture it whatsoever. I wish I could like teleport you guys there at this exact moment just to see it, because
Or I wish I would have had a better camera.
or yeah, that too.
Because it was like basically, yeah, let me see here. So along here there was like a haze from the clouds that was transparent, and because of that all the lights behind just like twinkled.
It shimmered.
And it shimmered. It was really cool.
It was gorgeous.
It was. And it's definitely seen, because I've been on top of Blueberry Hill when it isn't all cloudy, and to see it when it is cloudy is definitely like a whole new experience.
However, at first we were disappointed when we got there because everything was covered by clouds. You couldn't see anything at all.
You could almost not see your hand in front of you, like if you held it out all the way.
Because you're literally in a cloud.
Yeah, it was pretty thick.
But no, it's not this one. What mountain? This one.
Yeah, that's cool.
I loved the way this photo turned out.
That is cool.
Oh,
here. Okay, so before this, I wanted to see if I have any
photos of
good ones. This one's pretty cool.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I actually have a time lapse of this. Do you guys go to Alaska often? I have gone, this was my 5th year going. But this was actually Joe's first time going to Alaska. So, here's another cool one. That mountain was way more rigid. I thought this one was pretty neat. That's so cool. So yeah, I had some pretty good ones too from up there. It's so weird to see like these smaller objects dwarf the mountain size. Think of how big this mountain actually is.
Well, because you can see like little things that look like tiny little plants on it, but they're like, wait, that's a tree that's like 9 times taller than me.
These are some great pictures. Yeah, Mark, did you see the ones I posted on Instagram? Because I posted like my best pictures from Instagram. Love the fence ones. Yeah. They're so good. I want to try taking more photos because I feel like it'd really help in video. Like, I love doing video, don't get me wrong, but I think just taking one frame, analyzing it, and then no, I don't use. Well, it's on Facebook too, Mark, so you could go check it out on Facebook. But to analyze one frame and try to get the perfect shot for a frame is so cool in its own regards. Now I gotta exit all these. You know, it just can help in the process of making good videos as well. So this, what is this, Joe?
The world's largest
I can look
chocolate
at
fall.
Facebook.
It's the world's largest chocolate fall. Not to be confused with the world's largest chocolate fountain,
yeah.
which is in Las Vegas.
But you wouldn't want to drink out of this because it's got like
one, it's illegal.
yeah. One, you'd be breaking the store laws or whatever.
Or store rules, yeah.
Store rules.
2, it's not the greatest of chocolate.
Yeah,
people have probably
well, because
stuck
they actually have to
their-
put stuff in it to make it stay a liquid.
Yeah,
So
because they can't heat that much chocolate at the same
I
time.
mean, it is somewhat heated, but yeah, you just wouldn't want to drink it.
They had huge chunks of chocolate next to... Ooh. Oh!
Whoa! Where was it?
I think this was on Turnagain Bay.
Oh, the Turning Arm?
The Turnagain Arm, yeah. Because that's where the tide was out and you saw the silt.
Oh, so this is looking out...
Oh, the Turnagain Arm.
Okay, so the mountains are behind us at this point, but you
Yeah.
can see these are all mountains in the distance.
Yeah, they are.
I must have been asleep when you took this photo. It's very possible I was asleep. Here's... Okay, no, that must have been ocean.
Oh, yeah.
You were looking out toward the ocean.
This one's Turnagain Arm.
This one's the mountains and the arm. So, you want to explain the boar tide? Or the tide in general?
Oh, so the tide moves out.
And why it's
moves
called...
in.
Well, and why it's called the Turnagain Arm?
Okay, it's called the Turnagain Arm because a sailor went through years ago and he wanted to go through this little arm area, but he kept hitting the bottom. He kept bottoming out, and he had to keep turning again and turning again, and until he gave up, and he only made about a quarter of the way through.
Yep. So now it's been named the Turnagain Arm.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how it got its name.
And as you can see there, it's so shallow that when the tide is out, you actually see the ocean floor.
Right. Well, the
bottom of the ocean.
the bottom
is
of it
turning out.
there. And it comes in pretty rapidly. This comes in so rapidly. Sometimes you'll see people out there riding the tide.
Yep.
It's interesting.
Well, because it rises about 9 feet throughout the day on average. So because of that, because the area is such low slope, it like creeps up.
Yeah,
really
it's pretty
quickly.
crazy.
This is a rainforest.
This is a rainforest, a temperate rainforest.
Yes.
So it was very. I would actually say it was somewhat like you could kind of feel the humidity
cool.
there, and it was cool.
Oh, it was very humid.
Yeah.
It was as humid as a regular rainforest, but it was cool.
So yeah, lots of moss and growth in the area. But very cool. There's a photo of Joe. Yeah, Joe.
Natalie forced me to take that.
I love it.
I wouldn't have taken it had it not been for the fact that Natalie told me to.
That's great. I'm glad she forced you to take
I believe
one.
that's the only one that I'm in that I took.
Ooh, that's cool.
River going down. River.
More river.
Oh,
Yeah, that wasn't pretty
This
good.
was just kind of like a chapel out.
So we'll go back to the yes.
It was like a chapel out by the mountains, like just in the middle of nowhere. I believe at this
I
point.
was starting to think he wasn't actually there. I'm Mark. Yeah, so this was a chapel in the middle of the mountains.
Yep, just that people kind of went to. It was in the middle of
Glaciers,
mountains.
right?
Oh yeah, glaciers.
This is a
There's
glacier
3
up here?
glaciers.
Here's one glacier.
Yep.
Here's another glacier. And there's another glacier. I don't remember their names, but they're
Same.
there.
I don't remember their names either. Ooh. Now here, okay. These are the photos that I was saying we were taking at 10 o'clock at night.
This is at 10 o'clock?
This one wasn't, but the later ones are.
Okay, but still, that was 10 o'clock? Yeah, so it doesn't really set until like 11.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Oh, and there was a train out. Train tracks.
You love the train tracks.
The beautiful. This was Beluga Point, by the way.
Yes, this is Beluga Point. And it's named that because
This is my new
you used
phone
to be able to
background.
see beluga whales, right?
Yes. And you still can every once in a while, but it's not as common as it used
Yeah.
to be. This is my new phone background because
This is, yeah.
it turned out so beautifully.
I have a cool photo.
That one was the one that where I realized it was 10 o'clock at night right after I took it.
Jeez.
So that's 10 o'clock at night right there.
Yeah, it's really easy to get nice looking photos from Alaska.
Because the sun sets so slowly, so you get like a lot of sunset photos.
Okay, before we go on to this one, I wanted to show off a few of mine.
After Beluga Point, the photos start getting iffy because I was just trying to photograph the wildlife.
I actually have a better shot of this in video. Because I have the sun directly behind her. Maybe I'll show them just the intro for those that are here. I'm going to do that, actually.
Man, we've almost run out of time. We haven't even done our 50
I know. I don't think we're going to get to the 50 cent feature or any of that stuff.
Well, we might do our Reddit reviews. If we,
I mean, we're running out of time
true.
fast.
We could save them for next week.
So here, what we'll do is I'll load up my project for this week, just so you guys can see, because a lot of my stuff was in video. So I'm gonna just bring up that. But here, we'll finish up Joe's photos first before I go to that.
So Seward. The next ones.
All right. Yes, Seward. So this is in Seward. This was when we did our. This was our one vacation day before we flew out that night. And we took a wildlife cruise. Yes. Is what it was.
And there was a lot of boats. 2 bald eagles.
2 bald eagles. And this was a 3.5 hour cruise.
Yes. That's
a pretty cool photo with him flying over the water.
Yeah. I like the way.
I think Joe is a newly discovered talent. Keep taking pics, Joe. That's what Mom said.
Bald eagle.
I have a great shot of this eagle.
Yes, you do.
I'm gonna save that one for when you guys see the whole video, though. You'll be like, "That's wonderful."
Just the mountains.
I thought the color of this water was very interesting.
Actually, that's the reason why I took this photo. I told myself when I went there, because my storage space was getting filled up, I was like, I'm going to try to hold back from taking photos of mountains as much as possible, because I already have so many. But I was like, I want to document this color, though, so I'm going to take a photo of the mountains just for the color of the water. Yeah.
No, that watercolor is interesting. Yeah. It was almost like a turquoise.
Now, this is in a fjord, which is...
Yes, like this was Redemption
Bay.
Or no, Resurrection Bay.
Resurrection Bay. And I asked the tour guide why it was called that.
Yes.
Which was...
Do you remember why?
Yes.
Go for it.
A Russian sailor went through here, and while with his boat almost completely destroyed, and it just got destroyed on the shore, and he rebuilt it the next day, but it also happened to be the same day as the Eastern Orthodox Easter date.
Yep.
And so they call it Resurrection Bay because he resurrected his ship on the Resurrection Day.
That's cool. That's a cool story. So wait, you actually went and asked her that? Because
not her. I asked the guy behind the bar.
Oh, okay. And then he must have told her, because then she did it over the intercom.
Oh, she did?
Yeah. I remember. So. What? Oh, these are the little baby. So,
yes. This is where the phone camera kind of sucks for this.
So those little blobs.
There's one on the other side of the screen, too, on all the different lawns.
Yeah. Over.
There's one right there.
Here.
No, it's over. Right? More. It's the tip of it. It's where there's like a little.
Right here.
No, over.
Right
other
here?
way, other way, other way.
Right here.
Oh, a little more. Here? That little thing. That's another one.
See this? So these blobs are what, Joe?
Harbor seals.
Harbor seals. Here.
They're very cute. Yeah, let's get a better photo of this. But we saw them for real.
That's a harbor seal.
They were so cute because they like bounced on their bellies because they didn't have strong fins to walk on them. So they just kind of bounced around on their bellies.
Oh my.
Oh. Did not expect to see that.
Just look at the happy harbor seal. But yes, they're really small and they would...
they're really fat.
If you've ever seen VeggieTales, it reminds me of a veggie like trying to hop around. So that's what we saw in this photo. I know that looks nothing like a harbor seal now that you've actually seen a harbor seal. But
those are harbor seals, though, I promise.
Trust us, they're harbor seals. Sea puppies, yes.
Sea puppies.
What is this? Is this harbor seals again?
That's
close. A little better.
We were closer, and I thought I might be able to get a better photo, but
that's a little better. You kind of see its tail and its head. And its head and its tail.
Yeah.
Sea puppies. More mountains. Oh, wait. This is a glacier up here.
There's a glacier there. Oh.
Glacier.
I want to take it in the opposite direction so I can put it as my phone background if I wanted to.
Ooh,
Oh, red jelly.
right here.
I think it was called the lion's mane
One
jelly.
thing we were not expecting to see on this trip were jellyfish.
And we
I was
saw
not
them in the
expecting
water.
that. And this is a lion's mane jellyfish. That's why
Which
it shows up
actually
so
can
much
be the
better.
biggest animal in the world. Or
Yep.
longest.
Longest, yes.
Because their tentacles can grow up to 140 feet. And like,
Pretty interesting.
sea star.
Yep, there's a sea star right here.
Now this I took because of
The line?
tide lines.
Yep.
And that only, the black line only grows where there is like not very many waves.
Right.
Because that lichen that it is can only survive when there's no waves. So. The glacier. Bear Glacier.
Yep, Bear Glacier.
The one that's the size of Rhode Island, isn't it?
Yep, that's the big one.
Wait, James. That last one was important.
This one?
The Ghost Forest.
Oh, yeah, it's because it's sunk, right?
Yep. In the Great Alaskan Earthquake of 1964, that entire island sunk underneath the water because the earthquake was so massive. The second biggest earthquake in the world is 9.2 on the Richter scale.
How do you remember all this stuff? Oh my goodness.
And the whole entire terrain sunk about, for certain parts of the terrain, shifted about 50 feet total. And that sunk beneath and came back up, and it caused all the trees to die, but they absorbed all the salt water, causing them to become petrified, and they became known as the Ghost Forest.
Cool beans. All right. This one, these are sea lions?
Well, there's better photos of them later.
But we have
if
more
you skip
here.
forward. Puffin. That is a puffin.
That is a puffin. A very low quality picture of a puffin, but that is a puffin. I almost thought it was
There's
an otter.
the better photo of the sea
here's
lions.
some sea lions.
They're kind of like the
And
seals,
all
but
of this back here are birds.
mostly seagulls.
This whole rock was covered in birds. I was like, these poor sea lions must be having an awful day.
The gulls must be
Because
tormenting
it was
them.
so loud.
It's like, "Gah, gah, gah."
Like the whole time.
Imagine the mine
Yeah.
from Nemo. Yeah, that, but with caws. Now, this was a crack where
There
other
were
types of
puffins
birds.
in there.
There were puffins in there, yeah. And what are the other
These are
things
really
called?
hard to even...
Wait, there were puffins in that photo.
Is that a puffin?
That is a puffin flying. But if you go back, do you see those dots in the crevice
Oh
right
my
there?
goodness.
Those are puffins.
We can't call them dots? What is this?
Video of sea lions fighting. But they stopped fighting once I started recording. It was really annoying.
Great video, bro.
They were fighting, but it stopped like the moment. You can see like a little bit of it, and then they just stopped.
They're like, oh, Joe's recording us. We need to stop now. Great. Although you can kind of hear the birds in that.
Yeah.
Oh, they're so loud.
This is also where there was a lot of flies.
Yes.
Flies.
Oops, I don't want to full screen that.
Full screen the sea lions that stopped fighting. Oh, Whittier.
So yes, we went over to Whittier.
That's what the place is called.
Mm-hmm. And
There was a cruise ship.
there was a
dock.
cruise ship.
Because
So this is actually inland.
Yep.
Like,
but the fjords were so deep that it actually can support.
what
cruise
was the
ships.
depth of the fjords?
Like, it ranged, but on the shores it was like 170 feet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like right up against the shore, so cruise ships were able to dock here because of that.
It's crazy.
And they chose Whittier because of its close proximity to Anchorage.
Definitely wasn't because of the sights.
Maybe, well,
Of Whittier?
Yeah.
But we also went into Whittier when it was super cloudy.
yeah.
And to get into Whittier, there's only one way to get in
Other
by
than plane and
vehicle.
boat.
Yeah, by vehicle.
By yeah,
And it's through a two and a half mile hand dug tunnel that's shared with a train track.
Yep.
So when you go into this tunnel, you actually drive on the train track. And it's so weird. And it's a one-way tunnel.
And because it's hand dug, the walls are all jagged.
Yeah.
I wish I could have photographed it, but it was too dark. So I
Just the size of
couldn't
that
get
cruise
anything.
ship is crazy. It is.
Yeah.
It is.
We were thinking that. We were like, this town, that is an old abandoned military barracks.
So these are old abandoned military barracks from World War II.
Mhm.
Because this was a
because
place for...
the only path in was that it made it,
And
and it
sewered.
was surrounded by mountains. They figured it'd be a really good place for a military base because there was really no way to get in tanks in from other enemies.
And right here is what, Joe?
The apartment building where every single person in the town lives.
everyone in the town lives in this building, and school is in the basement. Right?
Yep.
Is that what they told us?
And they don't have snow days because school's right downstairs.
Mm-hmm. So
There's not a single other residential building. That's the only one in the whole town.
all right. Well, with that was from Joe's perspective. Those are all Joe's photos. This beautiful photo. Wonderful photo.
The mountain, the water producing like a glassy effect.
We are actually over the time that we normally go, and it's really unfortunate because I didn't get to get your reflection or my reflection of the trip. So maybe as an intro next time we'll
do Alaska Part 2.
We'll do Alaska. Well, just for the intro, maybe we'll just do like our experiences,
maybe.
What we found is like the high point. Yeah, we'll talk about that next time real quick. So I hope that there are no fires in that building. Exactly. Because if there's a fire in that building, the whole town is out of a home, which would be really unfortunate.
Yeah.
End of a school. So it was a very small town. Whittier was very small. But let me we'll wrap up. I will show a preview of my video, which will be just the first, I think it's like 30 seconds. Yes, the first 30 seconds of my video you all get to see right now, which is like a third of what I have done at this time. I'm just going to drag it over so you can all see it here. Well, here, let me make it a bigger screen.
Alaska was beautiful.
Alaska was beautiful. All right.
You didn't use my takeoff footage, James?
Did you not see?
Oh, wait, that's right. You did.
Okay, let me just... before I get triggered. So here we go. This is the first 30 seconds of my video from this week, which I did a whole like summarization of some of the footage I got. So let's play it out, and then we'll say our goodbyes. Oh, I just skipped ahead. There we go. And that's all you get to see for right now, because I gotta work on the rest of it and finish it up. So, Ska, land of the black-tailed bird. All right, that's our little song.
There are a lot of magpies.
There's so many things. Joe's even got Reddit reviews we didn't get to,
and a great 50-cent feature I've loaded up on this.
And we have a great 50-cent feature.
I'll just exit out.
It's really unfortunate we don't get to share it with you all. I don't even remember the song that I used for... Oh, here it is.
Just click something random.
It's this one. I'm pretty sure it's this one. Right? Yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
All right. So. Love it. Yeah, thank you, Jen. Thank you. Oh. This is some relaxing music, man.
And I'm tired.
And Joe is tired. It's been good. We will use the 50-cent feature for next time, because I think it's going to be a good one. At least the fire department know where to go. Oh my goodness. Yes. Closing.
Can I see chat again, James?
Oh, Joe wants to see chat for the closing.
Just to see some of the
Say something nice to Joe in chat, because he loves to see it. Thank you all for joining us tonight. If you had a good time, please drop a follow. I didn't change the closing for this. Please drop a follow. Because you'll be notified next time we go live, and it really helps us out. Thank you for the support. We really appreciate it. And shortly after this, I typically stream, but I will not be tonight, since I'm going to be working to finish up the video.
Yeah.
Episodes will be posted on YouTube. This one specifically will be posted on YouTube. Hopefully tomorrow is the plan.
Thank you, Jen.
Awesome picks, Joe. Yes. And we will see you next time on The Basement Brothers. Peace.
Yeet.
did.